guys, this is Boss Shy back with another motherfucking video. Welcome to my catastrophe that I call my channel. So today, it's probably going to be more clips than me talking, but I am going to talk a little bit just to tell y'all, you know, about everything that was happening on my vacation. Really no need for any introduction. I will be inserting clips. They're going to be very short, like I said before. Moving on to the motherfucking video. So we are waiting to board the plane. We're waiting to board the plane. It's gonna be another 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, so we got our bags checked, patted down and everything, and now we just wait. Once I got off that morning, I did not go to sleep at all. Like, at all. I didn't sleep. I don't know what the fuck was going through my mind. I don't know what drug I was on, but I did not go to sleep. But to be honest, I wasn't really like, you know, I wasn't too pressed about it because of the fact that like planes give me anxiety, and I didn't want to be awake for that motherfucker anyway. And it's only 4 hours, literally, but still, no. All that turbulence and shit, can't get with it. Can't get jiggy with that shit. Now we were supposed to leave at, I believe, 5 that morning. Now, all 3 of us were dead ass knocked out, and I was sitting there waiting for everybody to get up. My bitch ass fell asleep. How? I was tired, but I was still like, bruh. And I don't think I set an alarm either, because I was like, I ain't about to go to sleep. No, I fell the fuck asleep. My mom and my brother went to sleep as well. So we was really dead about to, you know, miss that whole flight if we would have never woke up. So we have arrived in San Juan. We're gonna go to the rental place to get a car. I'll probably show you all a little bit of the airport. And it's loud in here, so you probably can't hear me, but yeah. Now, we had gotten a rental or whatever because, again, we planned to go on excursions and stuff like that. So we needed to travel about 20 minutes or so out, or an hour out, to get to the places that we wanted to go. So we had a rental. We met up with other family. It was probably like in total like 20 of us, maybe. Yeah, we were all at the same hotel. The hotel was very nice. When we got there, we checked in. The hotel, like they had like an area, like a dining area, but you had to make like a reservation or whatever to be able to sit there and stuff. They had like a pool, they had like a little bar at the pool. Then they had the beach out there, which is really nice. The rooms were very standard. They had a little balcony, which was really nice. Yeah, that was pretty much the first day. I ended up going to sleep because, again, like I said, I didn't really get to sleep the day before. I slept a little bit on the plane, but I genuinely kept waking up because it was just uncomfortable. Like my back, everything, my neck, my back, all that shit. We were really just chilling. It was really just like a day to unwind or whatever before we continued on with the weekend. We went to go try to look for food and stuff. Surprisingly, we ate a lot of fast food. And that was really surprising to me because I'm like, damn, I kind of want some like authentic, you know, Spanish food, and we could not find any for the life of us. That was pretty much it for the first day. For the second day, my mom and my other aunts, they were going to their first excursion, which was zip lining.
If y'all want to get the car and go now, I'll go tell them the music time.
And that was for 2 hours, so I didn't actually pay for that. So me and a couple other people that didn't pay for that excursion, we, you know, obviously left them there. We weren't gonna stay there for 2 hours. We could have. They had a waiting area, but we were like, nah, we could go find something else. There was a restaurant down the hill from where the zip lining was at. So we went to that restaurant. Honestly, the time flew by really quick. It was like, yo, when I tell you that hill was steep as fuck. Like, yo, when I, like, literally steep. And it was like a rocky hill type of thing. Like, bruh, there was no way. And we went down it and up it in a car. I was so damn scared. I'm not even gonna hold you. But I wasn't walking up that bitch. No, I was not. Couldn't pay me enough fucking money. We ended up taking our food with us because by the time that everything was done, they were done with the zip lining. So once we got done with that, I believe I went to sleep. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was tired, y'all. I was fucking tired. That day I think I went to sleep, and they had actually were planning on doing like a bonfire and stuff like that night, so I missed that because I was asleep. So yeah, that day I missed the little festivities and everything because I went to sleep. Oh well, the bitch was tired. The next day after that, we actually went out. We were trying to look for some type of restaurant or something like that that had like authentic, you know, Spanish food. But I don't know what happened. I guess we got lost or whatever it was, because wherever they were taking us to was not like a location. Like there wasn't like, you know, like a building that has the restaurant name on it, stuff like that. No, it was taking us to like back roads or whatever. There was like a beach and a couple of other restaurants on the strip, but where we were going, we never found it, or maybe we just, I don't know what it was. But yeah, we didn't find what we were looking for. But we also went to San Juan that day. We walked up and down the strip. They had a lot of shops. Yeah. Which I got a couple of souvenirs. I got a couple of keychains and a shot glass. And we also went to Mr. Weenie's. And I think that was the highlight of the day when we went. I think other people went horseback riding because they had horseback riding on the beach. I didn't pay for that one either. I think by the time that I actually got to the other excursions, they weren't available. So I was like, damn. But you know, I was happy about the one excursion that I could do. After that, they did the bonfire again that night.
Oh, you're right. What you drinking? Everybody say hi. I'm going live.
I don't think they had a problem with it. And also, I would like to mention too, they had a curfew in Puerto Rico, I'm guessing because of all the recent events going on with tourists and everything like that. So they had a curfew, which was 12. So we really couldn't go out type of thing, but it was fine. We made up what we could along the way. But yeah, we had a little bonfire. We were outside by the water, and just drinking and talking and vibing. Yeah, and then went back to the rooms and everything. I believe that my aunts and them had karaoke and all that other stuff, all that jazz. The day before we were supposed to leave, which was the last day, we did the excursion that I actually paid for, which was ATVs, and I was really excited about that. I also went to the pool and everything because I didn't get to enjoy the pool then, those past couple of days that I was there. So I was like, why not do it before, you know, I leave? And then on top of that, I brought my swimsuit, so I definitely was about to miss out on that.
Oh, we listened to that brother tonight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh yeah. We listened to like, listen, you drink this often.
But yeah, we went to the pool, whatever, that morning, and got a couple drinks or whatever, you know, hung out with other people that was on vacation with us before we had to go to our excursion. We went to the ATVs. It took us like an hour, like 45-50 minutes to get there, whatever.
Find time to relax and enjoy the music. Oh, but wait, what was the thing you were supposed to remember? Was it making your to-do list? Was it requesting time off, and that must be...
The whole situation with the ATVs. Now, this is what I would suggest you getting, right? Definitely you need to get goggles, because if you're behind somebody, even if you're not behind somebody, you're gonna need goggles because of the dirt and everything, but you're gonna need it because the dirt will get into your eyes. You're gonna need something to cover your head because it will get, like, well, I would say like a scarf or something, or wrap your hair up or something, because obviously you have to wear a helmet, and it's gonna be, you know, hard for you to wear a helmet if you have like a big hairstyle. I was able to still fit the helmet on my head even though my shit is massive, but it was still kind of like a struggle because of my crocheted, you know, hair. But it's not long or too much that I wouldn't be able to put it over it. But I did have a scarf. I would definitely wear something that you do not care about, because again, the dirt and everything like that, don't do it. And shoes, wear some that you don't care about. Or I actually see this when I was there, because we went in a whole group with other people, so I would get like either plastic bags to put over your shoes and you just like tie it up or whatever, or just wear shoes that you don't care about. But yeah, and some gloves, because trying to grip that motherfucker is hard as shit. Like, I don't know if it was just me, but I was just like, yeah, like, and then going over the bumps and shit, no, it was not it. So upon arriving to the ATVs, we seen, you know, them lined up, whatever, for everybody that was going to go. They had a certain group for whatever time slot you were in. They definitely have you give your credit card, for one, for liability. So they gave us the paper, and it stated, bitch, if something happens to you or whatever the case may be, we don't have no responsibility of shit. But if something happens to this goddamn vehicle, you're paying for it. Like, and that's simply, like, that's literally what it said. It also gives you the rules and everything of how to handle ATV and shit like that. So you're basically signing your life away. So yeah, I was just like, wow, okay, great to know. Great to know that if something happens to me, nobody gives a shit. But if something happens to this shit, that's it. How you gonna pay for it if you're dead? I don't know. A couple of minutes later, they came and got us. We went to the ATVs or whatever. Everybody got into their lines. They show us the proper things. So they showed us how to start it and how to like navigate it. They showed us the horn. And they told us, like, you know, they weren't gonna go over anything, like, you know, we weren't going super fast that day, or at least I thought we weren't going super fast. But they were like, you know, we're not gonna go 30, 40 or whatever, blah blah, whatever. So it was a pretty big group. It was probably like, I want to say like 20 of us, and there was 2 instructors. They were like, you know, keep this amount of distance, whatever. And yeah, so they got us prepared. Also, they made sure that you had a valid license. So if you didn't have a license, you would just have to be a passenger, meaning you would just have to ride on the back of somebody else's ATV. So I had my own shit because I had my license. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? If there's a big group like that, right? Obviously some people might have already been ATVing, but other people might have not. Regardless, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, if there's a big group like that and there's only 2 instructors, right? to ensure, because we were going through literally like the forest, dirt roads and everything, long ass, you know, tall grass, what is this shit called, like field, you know. You guys know the paths, we don't know the path, but you would think they would have somebody in the front and somebody in the back to ensure that everybody's together, right? Right, so let me get on with the story. I don't know why they did it like this, because it was literally rows like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They put this row, then this row went, then that row went, then that row went, and we were the last row. So I was in the back of that row, and I was the very last one of the whole line. Whatever, cool. So we go on our way, right? He said we wasn't supposed to be going fast. To catch up, bitch, I had to do at least 20 or 20, a little over 20. Shit. Them shits go fast for one, and them shits big as hell, right? Now, mind you, we're going on like the dirt paths, and it's not solid ground. Like, it's really rocky. There's all types of dips and trips and turns and all this other shit. So, you know, it's not going to be an easy path for you to just ride on, for real. And then on top of that, if you're directly behind somebody, that ATV is going to kick that damn dirt up right into your eyes. So that's why I said invest in goggles. I wish we would have got goggles before we went, because I don't even feel like we would have had this problem. But I was still tight, trying to, you know, and trying to grip the handles. Like, I literally felt like my goddamn wrist was going to break at some point. I'm not even going to hold you. So I'm trying to grip it to try to keep it stable. Over here struggling and shit, but also trying to keep up. So the first time I got lost, literally, they were going down this path, right? And the person before me was my mom's friend. The person before me, she was going. So I'm like, all right, as long as I have her in my sight, I'm good, right? We get to one point, they make a turn somewhere. Like I'm like right here, and she's probably like right here. By the time that I got to where she was at, they had made a turn somewhere. I'm like, where the fuck? I'm lost and shit. I'm like, oh nah. So I just start going to try to find them, because I can hear the bikes. So I go another way, and I end up meeting them again. Like, they were passing by, and I was like right here coming from the path I was coming from, and I was last again. But I met them again, you know? I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Let me just try to, you know, rub this shit up a little bit more, try to catch up or whatever, right? So we stopped at the first stop part, which was this big ass dirt field or whatever. They lined us up, then they did the little pictures and everything like that, which was cool. And then we went on again, right? So mind you, my family had my phone, because I didn't have any like backpack or anything with me. I just had myself, and I didn't want to put it in my shirt because it was very hot that day. And you know what I mean, like I didn't want to put that, I don't know. We go again. These motherfuckers is speeding. I'm like, yo, I couldn't have been the only one that thought that. I really couldn't have. So they're driving again. I'm thinking, as long as I have my mom's friend and I shot like distance, I'm gonna be fine, right? I should be fine, right? No, she started getting further and further away. I'm like, all right, once I get down there, it's gonna be cool, right? I'm gonna see them when they turn, because they literally, it felt like they just turned. So once I get to where she got to, bitch, I look to my left, nobody there. I look to my right. I just did that so opposite, but whatever, you get what I mean. It's gonna be your left and your right, it don't matter, whatever. I looked both ways, moral of the story. Nobody was anywhere. I didn't fucking see a lick of dirt being kicked up. I didn't hear no motherfucking ATVs, bitch. I was by myself. I was like, castaways, we are castaways. Like, literally, I was lost. It was literally like some wrong turn shit. I swear to God to you, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, it was literally like the cornfield type of shit. Like, I was like, yo, wow. So the first time I could have finessed it. The second time I tried to do the same thing and tried to find him again. So I'm like, you know what? Let me take this quick left, right? Took the left, drove down. I kid you not, for about like 5 or so minutes, right? Didn't see no fucking body, didn't hear no fucking ATVs, no nothing. I didn't see not a goddamn person. I'm like, oh my God, I'm lost. I'm lost, and they're not gonna find me. And they're not gonna find me. Not to mention, like, I was just like, bro, how the fuck? y'all just gonna leave me? Like, y'all didn't notice I got lost the first time? Like, my mom's friend, she knew that I got lost the first time because she seen that I got lost when she looked back or whatever. I wasn't there no more because they had the little mirrors on the side. But I'm like, damn, y'all niggas didn't think to go back for me or something? We could have been lost at least together. Shit, what the fuck? I was like, yo, nah, stop playing. Went down or whatever, didn't find them. I actually ended up passing by the first point where we stopped, where they took the pictures and shit. So I was thinking, like, maybe I should just wait here and see if they come back to this spot or whatever, because we were there for like 2 hours. Maybe I should wait here and just see if they come back to the spot. But my dumb ass didn't listen. And you know, it's funny because I went down another path. It was a path, but it wasn't like a path for the actual ATVs. It was just a path that I seen. It was right next to the place that they initially stopped, right? Went down this path. Now keep in mind, before we even went off, right, there was a little pedal on the side, and the instructor was like, do not press the pedal, don't press the pedal. Didn't know what the pedal was for, didn't know why he didn't want us to press it, nothing, right? He just said don't press it. So I'm like, okay, cool, like, as long as I get this motherfucker to go and I can stop it whenever I can, whatever, because you had to pull something to stop it, fuck that pedal. Like, literally, fuck that pedal. I go down this path, right? I end up at a motherfucking dead end with the fucking gate. And I'm like, alright. So now I got turned back around, right? That would be the logical answer, to turn back around. Bitch, I went too far up. And the way that it was, like, it was, the way that the place was, like, the little pathway, it was big enough for an ATV. But turning around, I don't know how I was going to do that. Unless I was going to be able to reverse. Now, there's a reverse option on the ATV. Tried to pull that bitch, that shit was not going. I'm like, alright, so let me try to turn the fuck around, right? Because that would be a logical answer, to turn around in the ATV. So bitch, I tried to turn around, and like I said, the children of the cornfields, right? I was gonna go over that shit. Like, I thought if I was to go over it, it was just bend a little bit, you know, and I'd still be able to turn around. No, bitch, I ended up fucking going over like the tall grass, and I got stuck in that shit. I'm like, damn, I couldn't turn as sharply as I wanted to get out of that motherfucker. So I go over it. I'm like, it's not gonna fall or nothing, right? It can't just fall, because it's still gotta be like solid ground or something, right? Under here. Bitch, I tried to go over that shit. I went over a little bit, went over a little bit more, shit started sinking. I'm like, oh nah. And I'm like, still trying to sit here and reverse the shit, because if I would have been able to reverse it, I would have been out of that shit quick. But I'm still trying to pull a thing to reverse it. It's still not going. I'm like, I'm stuck. I'm legitimately stuck now. I'm at the end of this fucking dead end. Nobody's gonna fucking see me. Nobody's gonna hear my shit. So, you know what I did? I turned that bitch off. I got off the bike and I left that shit there, and I walked to the end of the motherfucking wrong turn trail. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get chopped up or some shit. Something gonna come out this fucking grass and bite me. I don't know. I was just thinking about a whole bunch of different scenarios, and I was like, bro, nah, ain't no fucking way. I'm like, yeah, that's the only possible way, because I'm right next to the place that we stopped the first time. There's other groups that are going, so I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna have to stop, or y'all gonna have to come through here. Something's gonna happen where I'm gonna run into somebody. So I was just like, yeah, nah, I don't want to damage this shit. I'm not trying to cause nobody no damages, no nothing, none of that. Let me just leave it here, because it was stuck. But it wasn't like, I didn't crash into nothing. I literally was trying to go over it slowly to turn around. So I walked down a path. I'm like, oh, this is fucking great. I don't even got my fucking phone. I can't call nobody. Don't nobody know where the fuck I'm at. I'm about to get lost in this bitch. Nobody's gonna find me. I don't know how long it's gonna take for somebody to come by here. Yo, just every possible fucking thought. So I go up the road, right? Now, I hear the fucking ATV, so I'm like, oh shit. So once I walk up the path and I get to the end and I walk over, I see that people are there. Now I'm thinking it's my group, but it was a whole different entire group. Regardless, it was somebody. Fuck who it was, right? I'm like, help, I need help. You know what I mean? I'm waving him down. Dude comes over, he's like, oh, blah, 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 like, are you okay, blah, 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 asked me who my group instructor was, blah, blah, I couldn't even remember his name. But I'm like, yeah, like, the ATV is down there, it's stuck, blah, blah, blah. So He was like, where? So I pointed down to the path or whatever. So he went the wrong way the first time, and I was like, that's not where I said straight down, but whatever. Another dude come, I guess the dude that was with him, or he was just right around, I don't know what it was. So he was like, oh, where did he go, blah blah, whatever, you good, da da da. So he's like, yeah, he went to go get my ATV. So he was like, okay, I'll come right back. So they both went down, then they came back with my ATV. Once they were doing that though, my instructor and my mom and everything, they came back, or they came to where we were at. So they finally fucking found me, right? The instructor was like,
you okay?
He was like,
what happened? Where's your ATV?
I'm like, it got stuck or whatever, blah blah blah. And I was already on my they already brought the ATV back and everything. He was like,
you know I've been looking for you for like 10 minutes, right?
Oh, but I was like, yeah, my bad. Like, oops. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that I got lost. I don't know what to tell you. I was just like, bro, I don't know, but I'm glad that y'all found me, because shit, I would have been out there for God knows who, like how long, right? Hopped on the ATV, rolled with them, and then we took like our break or whatever. Went back to the initial place that we were at where we signed off the paper and everything. We got some water, and we were sitting there talking, and my mom's friend was like telling me how she was bugging out, and she was like,
nah, we need to go back now. Like, that's my daughter, she has really bad anxiety.
Da da da. And I guess he, you know, he rode around and he said he didn't see me or whatever, and she was like,
What the fuck you mean?
like losing her shit. As she should though, like, bitch, I'm her daughter. She was like,
I really feel like fighting my friend, because how the fuck you just gonna leave her?
and the funny thing is, I don't like the thing about the horns on the ATVs. If it's like 20 other fucking ATVs, bro, nobody's hearing you honk that shit. Like, come on now, them shits is loud. Nobody's hearing you honk that shit, and everybody's focusing on driving and shit. So if I'm all the way back here and y'all all the way up here, my little ass horn, y'all not hearing that shit. I guess, like, her friend was telling me, she was like,
Yeah, like, I was trying to get their attention or whatever, and once we got up there,
she was like, yeah, like,
I got lost.
whatever, blah blah blah. So it was just a whole mess. Like, mom was just like,
I was scared, like, I thought she got injured or something, like the ATV flipped over on you.
blah blah blah, just the worst possible case scenario. Once that happened, the driver was like,
Yeah, now you're gonna stay behind me.
blah blah blah. So they actually ended up splitting it. And I guess he was saying, like, you know, he was apologizing to my mom because I guess they had some type of quarrel or whatever, I don't know. But I guess he apologized and was like, you know, I'm
not used to that big of a whatever.
blah blah blah, whatever, which understandable, but why would that not make logical sense for one of y'all to be at the front, one of y'all at the back? I don't know. But whatever. When we were talking, they were like, yeah, like, he was even leaving us. We got even lost at some point. And I was just like, see, I'm telling you, motherfuckers was going fast. It was not just me. I know I wasn't being just a slowpoke, because I was going like 20 something. And I'm like, bro, nah, like, I'm not a professional. This is my first time doing this shit. I am sorry, but I'm not about to sit here and flip the fuck over, because it literally, that's what it felt like. If once I went over like deep ass drops and shit, it felt like I was gonna fucking flip the shit over or something. And like, we had to turn and shit like that, bro. I was not doing it. I wasn't risking it, and I'm not paying for no motherfucking damages either. No, you will not flip over on me, and that shit heavy as hell. There's no way. I'm dying. Straight dead. Straight
dead.
It was crazy. Like, this shit was funny as fuck though, because it was still just like, damn, like, I was just make jokes. That's how I cope with shit. I was like, damn, I was a fucking goner. Y'all wouldn't have seen my ass. I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be a YouTube video. So after that or whatever, we had made plans to go to the restaurant across the street from the hotel or whatever. We went there, and we had like 2 separate tables. Everybody was eating whatever. The food was okay. It wasn't nothing like spectacular. They had this skinny ass fucking crab leg. And the mashed potatoes was good as hell. It was some bacon cheddar mashed potatoes or something like that. Was it worth it? I don't know. I think we were supposed to do something else or do another bonfire that night. But I don't know what happened. I went somewhere and I went to sleep. Again, one thing about me, I'm gonna fucking sleep. Period, bitch. The next day, You know, we had to check up at 11 or whatever. Our flight wasn't until 4. So what happened was we had to share the rental. So my mom brought me and my brother and everything to the airport so we can get situated. And then she went to go get the second group to bring them to the airport as well. Bitch, let me tell you what happened. For one, the traffic is fucking crazy. And people drive crazy as shit there. But when we got there, everything was cool. We got our bag checked and everything like that. We was just waiting for her to get back. We were going to wait by the gate for her. So I'm like, she's kind of close. Because, you know, it's going to get... I knew it was going to be traffic. Then you got to get these people. You got to come back. Then you got to drop the car off. And you got to try to find us, you know, and stuff like that. So she was just like, you know, just go through whatever, wait for me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Tell me why. Before we even got over to the other side, right? My brother had got something to eat. We're sitting there waiting. And I was texting my mom, whatever, asking her what she wanted to do. So, as we're sitting there waiting, the security guards, they come up, they're like,
Yeah, we're gonna need you guys to go over there because we're about to block this off, blah, blah, blah.
well, okay, whatever. We didn't really think nothing of it. We're just like, okay, maybe they just gonna, I don't know what they're gonna do. She was like, just go through, blah, 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 whatever. So we're like, okay, cool. So we go through, we go wait at the area we're supposed to be at when we depart. And, we're just sitting there waiting and waiting. It's getting closer to the time that they're gonna start, you know. It's around the time that they start getting people onto the plane. So, I'm like, where is she at? Like, feel me, like, I'm not about to leave her, you know what I mean? So I see my other aunts and stuff like that, and they were telling us how it was a motherfucking bomb threat. I'm like, bitch, a bomb threat? The fuck going on here? I was just like, damn. So he was like, yeah, like the whole thing was blocked off. They had people evacuate, da da da. We over here lollygagging, not even know what the fuck is going on. Text my mother, I'm like, did they have a bomb threat, blah blah blah. She's like, yeah, da da da, this and this and that. I'm like, goddamn. So we had delays or whatever because they obviously couldn't leave because it was something that was out of our control. So they got to make sure that everybody's getting on the plane. So she ends up coming over like right before we're supposed to be boarding. Everything works out, whatever. She's able to get in. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. It was just like, damn, a bomb threat? We was still in this motherfucker. So we got on the plane. We did end up being a little delayed, probably like 20 minutes or so, because again, we had to wait for everybody to get on the plane because of the bomb threat. So we didn't get back to New Jersey until like 9 something. Now, mind you, my dumb ass shit just took another day, but I was like, you know, I'm gonna go back to work because I'm supposed to be back by like 8 something, right? Didn't anticipate any of that. Call my boss like, yeah, so I'm gonna be late, blah blah. This is the time I'm probably gonna be there, blah blah. I had my coworker's number and everything like that, so I updated him and everything. But yeah, we ended up hitting traffic and all that shit, and I had to like, I literally did not get to work probably until like 1 o'clock in the morning. I work overnight if you guys didn't know, but yeah. The shit was ridiculous. I was just like, bruh, that was my vacation with a little mini story time. Yeah, the hotel itself, I would say was okay. It could have been better. The food was alright, I guess. The drinks are alright. The room was alright. It really was just alright. Couldn't say anything else other than that. Like, yeah, that shit was ridiculous. I was just like, wow, the one excursion that I actually went on, I ended up getting fucking lost. That's fucking crazy. It was a nice little couple of days off. I fucking needed that shit. Because all I do, if you know me personally, all I do is fucking work. And the days that I'm off, I'm sitting here creating content for you guys. You know what I mean? So, I'm never really just relaxing. I'm always kind of thinking of shit, or I'm always working. And even while I'm at work, I'm literally on my laptop editing videos and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to this year. And yeah, I will keep vlogging. If you guys like the vlog, let me know. If you guys want to just see more of like videos than me, you know, than the commentary for me, then that's fine. Just let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you for all of the support on the last video. I appreciate you guys so much. And as we continue to grow a bit, shit will just get crazier and more dysfunctional. But yeah, like I said again, I leave all my information in the description below. And yeah, bye, Shy out this bitch.